All right, welcome back, and hello, people watching. Last session, you found yourselves dealing with an infestation of kobolds in a nearby town, the town of Timberlow. And when all the fighting ended, you came to the realization that not all people of Timberlow were still in Timberlow, and some people had been taken, amongst which two people were that are from your clan. And you basically, after a night of rest, set out to go and rescue the fine people of Timberlow, and, well, the slightly less fine but more dear to you people of your clan. So you have trekked to the nearby mountain reach, following the trail of quite a few kobolds that did not seem to care that they left tracks. And you're now basically in the foothills close to the mountains, still following the tracks. It is late afternoon. The mist is still as dense as it was a day ago, basically. It has not cleared up any. So visibility is still quite poor. And you do not notice much animal activity in the neighborhood.
If I remember correctly, Vern found us a cave to sleep in, right?
Yeah, some shelter.
You found basically a rock outcropping in which you could take shelter and
shelter.
Yeah, well, not really shelter indeed, like but it protects you from the wind, and the rock faces towards the mountain, so you'll be less likely to be spotted from the mountainside, which is probably what you want.
We even got a small fire.
Yeah,
going.
we had a fire started. At least that was what we were doing when we left. So that's kind of where we are now. We were making a fire, Vern and I.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we left.
Yeah, well, that
worked.
Succeeds.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, it's still reasonably early in the evening, but you basically decided we're not going to go in during the night, because that just seems...
Yeah.
And we've had a couple really rough days, so, I don't mind
an extra moment of reflection.
As it's only been 2 days, it feels like half my life.
Oh. It might be soon enough.
This is the moment I realize I'm not packing any dice. So that's something to remedy. Oops. Yeah, 1 die. 2 die. Oh yes, I'm set.
All of the dice.
We'll share this one. I only have one of those.
All right.
Nice.
Oh right. I was also starting progress on making a spear.
Oh yeah.
yeah, true. With a not great roll, but a reasonable roll, and it's a spear. So yeah, you were basically whittling down a large stick.
And I did look it up, and all the weapons listed in the table, with the exception of the uncommon weapons, they're all level 0 weapons. So,
right. So they're decently easy to craft.
Yeah.
And it's a spear, so
yeah, it's just takes
like even over because a sword is also a simple level 0 weapon, but that takes quite a bit more effort to make than a spear.
You can make a sword out of wood.
I guess.
But yeah, so it's now a slightly sharpened stick. It's not a great spear, but
well, I want to make it fancy. With a little bit of pride in my work.
Yeah, I'll take a bit more time then.
That's fine. That's fine. Lily gave me a crossbow, so I have something. All right. So, what's the plan, people? Shall we stay the night here? Do you want to use cover of darkness to try and find the kobolds?
Oh, I think we know where we need to go, right? It's a large group, easy tracks.
Yeah, I think they don't really notice us tracking them because they didn't seem to mind covering up their tracks. But then again, if they do know and they are setting an ambush, they see pretty well in the dark and we don't.
Yeah. So let's just take a couple deserved hours of rest.
That would seem wise. Yes.
All right then.
Are we doing watch? Or
Yes.
I hope so.
I don't know.
Shall we draw straws?
Do you have straws?
Let me go and find some.
I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice myself.
Okay,
to
good.
Okay.
take
That
watch.
works.
You should all take rest.
I'm already lying down.
I'm starting to lie down.
It's like you guys just drop down.
It's
and
like,
I'm
okay,
still
it's done.
standing there, like half making the fire, and I'm like, yeah,
Great.
well, this is what I asked for.
So shall we try get up real early then?
Sure.
Alright.
Make
Alright.
the most out of the
I
light.
will wake you at the brink of dawn. Do not get mad at me.
No, I could never get mad at you.
Alright.
Challenge.
Just,
Adorable.
oh no.
All right. So it is still relatively early in the evening. So do you want to immediately turn in so that you can get up as early as possible as well? All right. So yeah, this time of year probably gets light around 6 to 7 in the morning ish.
It's a good time.
So yeah, basically you'll get a easy 8-9 hours of sleep if you turn in now. So
That's good.
Fun.
So-
Oh yeah. And I'm like tired right now.
well, you had a night to rest, so you
Oh, yeah,
have
before.
to check the.
We were fatigued one, right?
Oh, that would really
that was
suck.
already gone.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
gone.
Yeah, I think that's gone after the full night's rest. Yeah, so after last night's rest, he's no longer fatigued. Of course, yeah, after another night of no sleep, he might be. Or at
How
least
many
tired.
hours need to go in before I become fatigued? Because we did sleep fairly early. No, that's not true because it's still 24 hours probably.
I'm not sure how long. I would say like you wouldn't be immediately completely like fatigued after a night of non-activity, no sleep, but
All right, please.
but you'll be tired,
Yeah,
but not fatigued.
yeah,
Mechanically
sure.
not tired,
Yeah,
But tired, very tired. Okay, sure. That's
you'll
fair.
be slightly irritable,
well, you know.
but you can
What
still
else is new?
walk as much as normal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So nothing happens during the night. We just.
No. Well,
Oh,
that's not where we were. We were
Oh,
there going
okay.
to sleep.
Oh, okay. Cool.
by now we're already. It's at least
Yeah.
I'm.
Because I was holding this dice.
Yeah.
for a
You
reason.
you can give me a perception
Yeah.
check.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a 15. But yeah, no, that's actually a 15. Sorry, I was confused because we leveled.
Yeah. Okay. So your perception is 0, basically. Plus 0.
No, I rolled a 10.
Oh, you rolled a 10.
Well, I have
Okay.
3 wisdom, and proficiency says 2.
Yeah,
and
okay.
trained, so that's 5. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how math works.
There you go.
Math checks out. 15.
Good.
All right. So yeah, you're basically. How do you stand watch? What do you do?
What do I do? Well, I mostly listen because I can't very well see. And I mean, I guess I just from time to time I just kind of like take another position, like kind of around the perimeter of the camp, like maybe every now and then just kind of do like a circle around it,
All right.
and then sit back down somewhere.
Okay. So yeah, you basically wander around camp, stand still a while, walk a bit, stand still a while.
Yeah.
All right. So during the night, you can hear some small critters wandering around nearby bushes, but it sounds too small to be like a danger, basically.
Or evil.
Or evil. Well, I'm not saying that. That could be a very evil beetle belonging to that's trying to take over the world, but is
Ooh.
a beetle.
We could make a religion out of that. No, don't.
Yeah. Yes, I could.
Yeah.
But I won't.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, you do hear in the distance, probably near where the tracks are, you can hear this like the rhythmic sound of like leaves rustling. Like it's very
Huh. Okay. And do I remember when we came here? Did we just like kind of because of this is hard. When we were following the tracks, did we and then eventually we went off here, did we cover the tracks back?
as in from their
Yeah,
tracks
from
to
there
this
to here.
camp?
Yeah. I don't think we
No.
specified. No.
No, you did not.
Do I remember which direction we came from?
Compared to
Compared to where
yeah,
okay.
because that's the reason. That's also just about the direction from which you're now hearing the
it,
rhythmic.
right, okay. I was wondering maybe we came here from another way, but sure. Okay, I'd like to just stand still at our camp, but stand around the place that we entered the camp in,
Okay.
where our tracks would be, just to see if I can spot anyone coming, and if I do, I'll be able to alert the others.
Okay. Can you give me a new perception check then?
Yes. That's now 11.
All right. So because you're now focused on it, you can keep hearing the sound, but it's hard to pinpoint where it is. But you do feel like it's like compared to where you are, it's like it's moving, but not towards you, more like perpendicular.
Okay. And okay, so I probably know relative to me where it is we originally came from, like the town, and where the tracks were leading.
Yeah.
Which way is it going?
Currently, it's coming from the direction you were traveling in.
Yeah.
Towards where
the
you were
town.
traveling
Okay,
from.
Cool.
Yes.
Crap, I think someone's covering the tracks. Well, that's fine. Because if they already covered that whole area from where we were going to here, then there's no point in stopping him now. And don't mean to wake the others right now. So as long as they don't find us, then it's cool.
All right.
And I will keep keep trying to listen where it's going, but if it doesn't approach us, I won't take action.
Okay. So yeah, you can hear it continue for a bit, but then it fades from sound. And you continue being on this side of camp basically and listening for this.
Yep. Well,
even after you don't hear anything anymore.
Yeah,
or
indeed.
do you then-
After it's gone and my suspicion's probably been confirmed that it's just going back to town, covering tracks or whatever, I'll go back to the routine just in case I hear something else.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, then give me another perception check for your continued.
24.
All right. So about half an hour later, you can again hear from the same direction, like some swishing, like a same swishing motion, but it's now quicker, as in it's just like
Yeah.
and you can hear like some like a pair of footsteps just patter through the dark basically, and then you hear it stop.
Oh no.
And you hear sort of, and then it continues, and it continues swishing, and it doesn't come towards you, it continues on to the right.
Okay, cool. Okay, and you say footsteps. Could I at all discern what kind of creature it is? Like, is it bipedal or?
Yeah, it sounded bipedal.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, if it doesn't come towards us, I'll make a mental note of it, and we'll deal with that problem once we get there tomorrow.
All right. Well, other than that, the night passes uneventful. So at a certain point, the mist starts to brighten, and morning has arrived. Or, well, is arriving, I guess.
Okay, well, yeah, as soon as the first, or as soon as the sun comes up, I'll just wake everyone. You know, nudge him. Maybe with a stick, that's fine. Wake up!
So you're getting prodded with a stick, you know.
Just
not the
gently,
most,
gently.
Yeah,
Not like
still not the most subtle way to wake someone up. But yeah, sure.
I'm alive.
Good. We need that.
So did you see or hear anything?
Yes, I have heard a couple of things from the tracks we were following. There seemed to be some creature trying to cover them up. But by the time they came past here, I'd figured they'd already, probably hidden all of the tracks that we were following, so I didn't bother.
Well, so much for our easy tracks to follow.
Yes. It may have left some tracks while going back, but I haven't checked.
Well, they're probably smarter than that, but we'll see if we can find them. You sure it's just one?
Well, am I? I think it is, right?
You're pretty sure, yeah.
I believe it was only one, yes. I don't think... I mean, it did stop on the way back. I think it may have spotted our tracks, so they may be aware of our presence, but I don't know how much he knows about that.
That's not great, maybe.
No. We should head there and check it out.
Well, the first part should be easy, right? Just to the mountains.
Well, that...
And I just look over my shoulder and it's probably a massive mountain range.
Yeah, so the mountain range from where you're standing basically continues a couple miles to the, probably a good 10 miles to the right until it, curves into the forest that you live in.
We weren't at the mountains yet, right?
No.
So that's what the first part, up until the mountains, that's easy.
Yeah. And to the left it continues for, a couple days of mountains. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's start there.
I have to start somewhere.
Well, let's back up.
Can someone help me with my armor?
Of course.
I'll pack up some other things around camp. Actually, well,
I don't mean to be a bother, but did someone actually remember to bring food?
Rations.
yes, I have rations.
I still have some left. I run out of mine yesterday, actually.
Let's see, I probably ate one yesterday, so now I have 4. Yes. Yes, sure, and I give you 2. I'll cross that off.
How do you think kobolds taste?
Well,
Less good than this ration.
Yes.
I think I'd be pretty desperate before I'd like to try and eat kobolds.
Well,
Just something to keep in mind.
everything can be food if you're hungry enough, I guess, but I'd rather not try.
Yes.
I ate a snake once. Didn't taste that great.
These are basically walking snakes.
Doesn't snake taste like chicken?
Doesn't everything taste like chicken?
Yes. It does if you think hard enough.
I start thinking very hard.
If you're completely convinced that something will taste like chicken, it might just taste like chicken. Might also not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, for now, let's just get going.
Yep.
One foot in front of the other.
Yep.
So I start rationing my rations and eating it along the way.
1, 2.
Boom.
All right. So how do you head out of camp?
We should maybe try and cover our tracks this time. At least this little bit.
Do you plan on coming back here?
No, but if one of them decides to go along the path again,
Yeah, but what's one of them? There's 4 of us.
yes, but what if one of us comes along this path and
If it's one, we
misses
can
us?
capture it. Maybe he's having information.
Or we don't. That's fine. I don't judge.
I don't mind.
I think it's a little bit late for that, Mujing.
Yes.
I didn't reckon they'd come back at all, so that's why I didn't think of covering our tracks.
Oh,
But if it has seen them, it might already know we're here.
yes. Yes, that might be right. Just something to keep in mind for next time.
Yeah, just keep your eyes open though then. And ears.
Yes. Well then, off we go.
So, who's gonna take point? Should I?
All right.
Right, you take point, I'll go with the rear.
Yeah. You'll be in the front then. I'll be behind you. And yeah, I guess we'll just go back to where we found the tracks.
Okay,
and
so
see
you
what
just
happened.
follow your tracks back basically,
Yep.
and then when they stop,
When they stop, indeed.
turn right. That's basically the.
Yeah, from that point, I'd like to determine which is like the straightest road towards the mountains.
It's like shortest route. All right, give me a survival.
So we did indeed confirm that the other tracks are gone.
Yeah, so when you indeed get to your tracks stopping, basically, indeed you see that basically it has been covered-ish up. Like there's now it's definitely harder to see, but of course it's not completely random yet because somebody just went so it's no longer tracks, but there's still
There's like a
less
trail.
twigs and stuff on that part because he just brushed it basically. So yeah.
Do I think we might be able to follow it still?
And what was your survival?
13.
13.
What do I think if we might be able to follow
Give
it?
me a survival.
Oh no! That's a 9.
With the mist, it's hard to
fair.
find tracks there. You have a pretty decent idea of like that's the direction of quickest to the mountains. So, and it also like there seems to be somewhat of well, I wouldn't say a path through the forest, but there's a part where there's less undergrowth, basically. So it seems likely that they use that.
These creatures didn't bother covering the tracks before, so I don't think they would go through any lengths, making a very difficult route back to their home. Probably is the most obvious path.
Okay,
Let's hope so.
Yep, I hope so too.
lead the way.
I lead the way.
Yes, well, point us in the right direction, and then you lead the way.
So yeah, you take point basically. Yep. All right. So yeah, you basically head back. Oh, how far apart do you guys walk? Because like visibility is like 15-ish foot.
I wouldn't walk
So
very
not
far apart
very
at all.
far.
I'd say
Between
10
5
foot.
Yeah, 5 and
Yeah.
Because like we're hiking, this is gonna be a long day, so you're not gonna like stand on top of each other. So 10 foot makes sense.
Yeah.
We can
It's a
still
little
see
bit of
each
room,
other.
but
Yeah.
that's still that you can see each other basically.
Exactly.
All right. So yeah, as you go in the general direction of the forest or of the mountains, you like at the start it's like fairly slow hills basically. So yeah, you know, you crest a hill, okay, it gently goes down, but as you get nearer to the mountains, it starts getting more random basically, and you get more rocky bits that you have to navigate around. So, but yeah, you basically stick to the easiest, most obvious route. Just head towards the mountains, basically. All right. So it takes still another probably 2-3 hours before you actually like you get to a real rock, like where it's the layer on top of the rocks is just getting thinner and thinner, and it's mostly some loose sand, and it's slowly turning into like more gravel and that sort of like shale. So it's getting harder to walk on, and also louder to walk on.
Great.
Because when you put, especially with like boots, things start shifting beneath your feet basically a little. So you know, you step somewhere and then a little pebble rolls down the hill, and so you notice that you're being, or
We're pretty loud.
you're not silent.
No. Now I start to wonder.
And we're probably also quite out in the open, other than this rock formations.
Yeah, like there's rock around you, but indeed there's no real shrubbery anymore, and also very few trees by now. So you're really reaching like the edge of the forest and really getting into the mountains. So, and it starts like there's pretty jagged pieces here, so there's not really a lot of room for trees to grow anymore. So there's still like some small shrubberies on pieces, but there's no big trees anymore. So yeah, you like if somebody is up higher, there's a good chance they could spot you.
Well, if we're gonna get ambushed,
On the bright side,
This is it.
missed. So
Mhm.
if they're too far ahead,
Mm-hmm.
they're out of luck as well. So yeah, you're out in the open. Besides the fact that everything is blanketed in mist.
Yeah.
Am I like at all familiar with this area?
No.
No.
Like you're familiar with the mountain
Yeah.
range, as in your forest. Like your forest also
It's right
is
there, yeah.
against it, but you don't tend to head this far south on this ridge, basically.
Yeah, so I wouldn't know about another way or something. A way around.
No.
No, alright. Well, I don't know of any other way, so... Seems like there's only one path ahead.
I listen. Do I hear any sound of running water nearby?
Give me a perception check.
That is a 13.
13. You know that there's like further south, there's a decent sized river, and it probably fills with like little streams coming out of the mountain. You can hear a little stream nearby, but you're pretty sure that's not like the river or anything of the size. It's probably a little runoff that might meet up with that river, though.
Right. So north, south, east, west.
Compared to you, it's slightly south, so slightly towards the left, basically. Because you're currently heading west.
Well, it's been a while since I've filled my water skin, but also when there's a river in the mountains, we'll probably also find it. Well, it must come from somewhere, so some caves maybe, place to start.
Yes, that and it may actually silence or at least mask the sounds of us approaching.
Exactly. Or a smell if we need to cover it.
Okay, well,
So shall we go there?
sounds like a plan.
Okay, so you start heading a bit more south. So at a certain point you round a outcropping and you can see before you the little stream. It's not even 5 foot wide. It's really a small, like, it probably gets to like the height of your boot, but it's not very deep. So there's also not really like fish or anything in there. It's really a really small stream that will, well, grow over time with extra sources, but
But it does look clear, mostly.
yeah, it appears to be clean, clear mountain water.
There's some water at least.
Fill her up?
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I'll go ahead and fill my water skin.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, same. Yep.
All right, so yeah, you all basically take a moment to fill your water skins. Can you give me perception checks?
Yes, sir.
You can't, okay.
17.
Oh, 17.
7.
Oh.
Oh.
5.
Yeah.
All right. So while you're filling your water skins, the both of you can further west. You can hear some like moving of rock, as in you can hear like also like that you also caused before yourself, like some pebbles basically running down, and some like light crunching, and because that like echoes in between these parts here.
Further west, so further along the way we were going.
Yes.
I just look up a bit. So, do you hear that?
I'll try to, if I can, make out approximately how far away that is.
All right, give me a survival.
So 14.
14. With how distinct the sound still was, it can't be more than 100 feet.
I want to try to make out how many of them there are. Like if I can at all hear that. No, it's
No.
just some. Alright.
There's something out there, not too far away.
I don't know.
Well, here we go.
I take out my crossbow
Mm-hmm.
and I stand real quiet and wait to see if I hear something again.
Yeah, put up a shield, raise it.
I find some cover,
Get the red.
maybe a rock.
Take out my rapier as well.
Take out my stick.
Stick. All right. Can you give me a perception check?
No, I got a stick, man.
It's 23.
Love sticks.
23. All right.
Just in case I need.
You try to be real quiet and see what you can pick up, and you hear a bit more like crunching. Now sounds like slightly wet, like the rocks that are being stepped on are slightly wet. You can hear like and you can hear some basically some more splashing in the water, but it doesn't come nearer to you.
So it's moving upstream.
Well, it appears to be in place. So
Huh.
I could try something to get close without them seeing me.
Maybe it's just an animal drinking.
Maybe.
Maybe it's an
not, we
ambush.
know, but
We
Do
should
you
be
want me
careful.
to confirm?
It's just
I'll be safe, I promise.
don't do anything stupid like dying.
Vern,
That's so
what
kind.
about Guide? Can't you send him to scout?
Well, I can send them with you. That works. I don't know what your plan is.
What does kite eat?
Small animals.
Yeah, so can you tell it not to, just for a bit?
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And I put a little leather hood on the kite.
Oh.
Okay, so here goes, and I just start casting a spell, pest form.
I look away.
I turn into a rat.
I'm like, what in the
And I
name
just like rear up on my hind paws and just do this. Nod, and then run off towards the direction that made sense.
yeah, so you basically your world view suddenly you just see your eyes and go, whoop, and suddenly like the rocks seem massive and your friends seem massive, and you're standing basically next to a giant river.
Oh no, it's like a sea, dude.
Well, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
No,
but
it's a river.
it's not a lake.
Pretty big river then.
So yeah, and you start basically scampering over the rocks, heading west through the mist. What's the vision of a rat?
Yeah.
Like normal.
Yeah,
Is it
man.
normal or is it like
Yeah, well,
Dim.
I don't just turn into its best form if you want to look it up, because I do get some different stats. I have low light vision and scent.
okay?
Perception doesn't say, so
yeah,
that's just my
but
normal.
yeah, so low light vision.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you scamper across this, across the shale basically that is outlining this river.
River.
For you now, river.
Yeah.
It's not.
So you head
good enough.
head up. So it takes you a little bit of time, but then you come across like a big rock, climb up it, and like 20 feet ahead of you, 15, 20 feet, you can see a kobold in quite tattered clothing.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to be wearing any weapons. That is just drinking out of the stream, basically.
Okay, I wanna try and loop around a bit, see if there's anyone else hiding.
All right.
I want to confirm that he's alone, basically.
Okay. So you make your way north then, basically, and move
Sure.
around. How wide a berth do you give this kobold?
Well, I'm not quick, so not too much. My spell lasts for 10 minutes, so like not a lot. I'm just walking around it basically. I'm assuming that either it thinks I'm a rat and it might want to eat me, sure, or I think it just ignores me because there might be more vermin here anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you start moving past at like 10-ish foot away. Let's see if it. So yeah, it looks because it hears something covering and sees a rat and is like drinks a bit more. So yeah, you make it your way over a bit further towards the mountain, farther in basically. You did not spot anything,
Okay.
any other creatures basically.
So if I think like I'm running out of time, then I'm gonna try and sneak up on the kobold. I'm gonna try and stealth being a rat behind it.
Uh huh.
Give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
I will come back safely. He
I now have a
said.
stealth of +10,
It is fine.
Yeah,
so it's a 13. My rolls are amazing.
quite. I mean, he is tiny.
I don't know. Is he?
I mean, yes.
I don't know how big.
I can
you are,
even turn
anyway.
into an insect. Like,
Oh really?
yeah.
Jesus.
But I mean, don't try to fight as one. 'Cause I'll
13.
die. Yeah.
All right.
One
Yeah,
hit
you like with the pebbles and the rocks, it's tough, but you do apparently manage to sneak up.
Apparently.
It's like, well, it doesn't turn and look at you, so
So I look up. Do I see Kite anywhere?
no, because he wouldn't send them after you because
Okay.
he covered the eyes so that he wouldn't eat you.
Oh, right. You covered the. Okay, I thought like the beak, so it couldn't eat me. But
No,
No,
like
no.
a hawk.
yeah, all right.
mask,
That
I
that's
assume
fine.
at least.
Then I'm gonna turn off my spell
All right.
and
So,
try and
yeah.
do something.
Yeah, so suddenly your vision basically immediately grows again, so you shoot up and then past the kobold and basically tower over it. That does make sound.
menacing.
So I
That's
would
one
like you
action.
to roll. Huh?
That's one action for me. Dismissing the spell.
Yeah. Still would like you to roll initiative then.
I like indeed. You're on your own, man.
I know. That's a 10.
10.
But this guy is like unarmed.
Yeah, man, it'll be easy. Watch till he rolls that nat 20 on you.
with fists of fury.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a mistake, but it's like
It's a monk.
Oh no! Flurry of
It's
blows,
not.
key strike.
That'd be hilarious though, but it's not. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's an opportunist.
it notices that suddenly something big behind it, and it basically just jumps to the other side of the river and looks at you. Can you give me a sense? Perception. Everything's perception now.
Yeah.
12.
12. It looks frightened, probably.
Okay.
As far as, you can read a lizard's face, basically.
It should be. It should be freaking frightened.
Yes.
Okay.
That's its move, and then it's your...
I'm gonna jump on it and try and grab it.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Give me an athletics, then?
How far are you away, by the way?
From you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like-
I don't know. I only move at 10 foot, so
Was it like a?
not very far probably.
How far away was he according to you?
Approximately 100 foot.
Yeah, so that's pretty. Like we're not able to see
Pretty
that.
close.
Shit, no.
Yeah,
It's pretty close.
it's
Alright,
not
so-
15
yeah.
foot.
Oh, that's really good. I actually invested in athletics, so that's.
Oh damn! How did you do
it's
that?
An 18 skill.
Yeah.
I got the skill up from my dedication feat
Oh, okay, cool.
because I already had occultism.
18?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you manage to wrestle it to the floor, basically. So
Yeah.
you jump across the stream and just... Well,
And then I quickly think to myself, wait, do they have very sharp teeth? But then do it anyway, I'm gonna cover its mouth.
Cool.
Okay, so that is then what you do. Yeah, so let me check. So, what's there? Okay, yeah, so it's a success. So they're grabbed, and you're basically trying to
Stop it from screaming.
stop it from screaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have sharp teeth,
Uh-huh.
so it will attempt to bite your
Yeah,
hand.
no, that makes sense.
That's hit. What's your AC?
It is
Oh no.
13.
13. Yeah, it will hit.
Will not crit.
That'd be
Oh no.
Well, that's one way to die.
Yeah. was
And
gonna
you will
say.
take 2 damage from the sharp, razor sharp teeth
At which
sinking.
point,
At which point, everybody else, well, they also heard you, of course, land on it, so the rest can roll me initiative as well. Yours was 10?
I believe so, yeah.
It's perception, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, perception based, yeah.
Makes sense.
Damn
How much is it?
So,
Oh.
6.
Lily at 6. Muji
12.
and Vern.
16.
Alright. So, yeah, it attempts to bite and then attempts to get out, basically. So, what's your athletic DC?
12.
So, after basically biting in your hand, the creature basically just pushes off and gets out and then attempts to run, basically. Running west, basically up the stream. It's just as far as it can, which is like 25 foot. So it's not super far,
okay.
but yeah. So that's what it did, and then it's your turn.
So it's damn it! And I cast Tanglefoot on it.
All right.
So that is
This is
a
Reflex? I'm
escalating
guessing?
beautifully.
No, I think I have to make an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, range touch attack. Damn it. That's 12.
Oh, great.
Um.
Ooh, touch AC though.
It is touch AC, yeah.
Okay. Just checking what it's. Touch. 12. Will miss.
All right.
Great.
And I'm gonna run after it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass it slightly. I move 30 foot. So
Yeah. So basically, you run past and end up in front of it. So just and just basically try and block its path. So, Vern, because you're
Crud. Take off Kite's hood, send him off, and then I'm gonna lag it as quick as I can, which is probably 40 foot then in that instance.
in one move. Because taking off hood, send.
Does this count as a quick draw?
Taking off the
draw.
hood? No, because unless you want to also take off its head, then it takes slightly longer
Then 20 foot.
So yeah, you move 20 foot then.
Is that your movement? 20.
Mhm.
And
Alright.
how far does Kite fly?
60 foot.
60 foot.
and has 2 actions, right?
So
Okay.
then
So yeah, then Kite, basically you see Kite get near you, as in fly into view. Did you... Yeah, what do you tell Kite? Just go there or
Go.
attack whatever you...
just go because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Kite flies out of the mist and you see Kite just circle around you, basically. Muji.
Right. So as soon as I hear it, going down, I Okay, so how far? It was like 100 feet ish away. I've heard. Okay, ish. I can actually make that. So what I'll do is I will use Key Rush, which
Mhm.
allows me to move twice my speed in one
For
move.
One action, yeah.
Yep, and then use the other 2 actions I have to move again. So that's 25 times 4 is 100 feet. So I just rush really quickly because I know Caleb's gonna be in trouble and it's gonna be, he's on his own. So
Sure.
I make it there, and that's it. Like, I can't
Can
do
you
anything.
give me a acrobatics check?
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Because you're running over little rocks at more than max speed, basically.
Yeah. 9.
9.
Yes.
You do not make it 100 foot.
Aw.
Because basically, yeah, you're running over loose gravel and rock at an enormous speed, basically,
Yeah,
or well, at
breakneck
least
speed.
attempting to run at enormous speed.
Yeah.
But this is difficult, not
This is
great to
difficult
run
terrain,
through,
yeah.
basically. So,
That's fair.
yeah, you make it 60 foot.
Okay.
Because, well, at some point you just lose traction, basically, and that slows you down. So
it's less than if I would have just moved 3 times.
well, it's also the question of if you would.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, shit. Yeah. I guess I'll just. Yeah. That's it. I'm
Yeah.
still running.
Yeah. So at the edge of your vision, you can actually see.
Some
Caleb.
figures. Or,
Yeah. Well, a
Big thing, smaller thing.
Yeah, basically. It's
Alright,
hard
cool.
to see details, but you can guess, basically.
All right. That'll be my turn.
So, basically, you ran in front of the kobold. It freaks out and dashes to the right, basically, and just books it
Okay.
into the mist.
So
As fast as
it
it
can
can.
run at full speed?
It seems decently agile. Yeah, it's almost like it's used to this.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Oh.
say.
So yeah, it still like sometimes scampers and like there's bits of pebble running at it, but it's not slowed much. So it actually runs out into the mist. And then it's your turn, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna run after it.
All right. Can you give me a reflex save?
Natural 20.
All right. So like you make the move to put your first step, and then you remember what happened to Vern, and basically look, and just before you put your foot down, you see like a slight twinkling of wire, and you're like, oh, not there.
Oh shit!
And then you book it after. Can you also give me an
Crafty little bastard.
athletic check?
Athletic.
Acrobatics, I mean.
Oh.
15.
15. Yeah, so you actually managed to keep pace relatively well. You saw basically how she managed to like keep footing and follow in a similar way. So you catch up.
Yeah. So how close can I get with 2 moves here?
With 2 moves, your movement speed is
30.
30. So 15 foot.
Within 15 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep running past it again. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and block her apparently way.
Yes. Can you give me a perception check to see if you see a way to block her? Because, yeah.
15. I'm just gonna try and make sure that I gain on her next time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you do because you pass her by like 15 foot now. And what was your perception?
15.
15. You see basically a couple rocks with a small path in between directly in front of you. And after 15 foot, you get there. So you're actually in the opening between 2.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So I'm while running, because it's not crazy, so it's guide. So as I'm running,
Yeah.
but I can't. So no,
Wow.
I won't try and actually command kite because that'll fail.
Wow.
It'll eat me in elf form.
How is Kite, by the way? Because he got pretty beat up before. Did he like sleep? Did he like recover?
Well, we healed him.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Living creatures, we determined.
Yeah.
Oh
Battle
yeah,
magic, right?
yeah. Cool, nice.
And also we leveled as well.
Oh, yeah, and
That
then
helps.
it
So it's
levels
now
too.
big guy. No, it's
Yeah, it's big.
Not yet.
it's buff guy.
It's paraglider.
Okay, so yeah, you're covering that, Lily.
Well, as I see everyone running off,
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow. I'm just gonna use all my move to go there.
Can you give me an acrobatics check?
Yeah, I can.
Man.
Oh, no.
It's a 12 minus 5, so it's a 7.
It's a 7. What's your normal movement speed?
30.
Yeah, you make about 40 foot, like
Nice.
with the with the
Yeah.
difficulty of stepping through this ground and being not very. So you basically slip more often on these red rocks next
Well,
to the stream.
I am
Yeah.
heavier, so
Yeah.
rocks tends to shift more under more
Armored
weights.
boots tend to not be very grippy.
Yeah. Burn.
Oh, at this point, I can hardly see anyone anymore.
Yeah.
But I can hear Caleb scream, "Kite!" Then let's kill command.
Kills Caleb.
No, just seek and destroy. Hopefully, it
Oh,
will
shit.
find something to attack. But at this point, I'm
Kill a
just
bird.
going blind. And
Yeah.
also trying to hear where my friends are going.
Okay.
Well, it's
Give
not
me a
difficult to hear me.
Give me a seek.
That is a 22.
You have a pretty decent idea of where Caleb screamed kite from.
Hmm.
And you can also hear kite heading that way.
Mm-hmm.
So kite 60 movement speed, right? Yeah, so easily catches up basically.
Mm-hmm.
So will attack, or at least attempt to.
That then will be a flyby attack.
Yeah.
So that's just speed and attack. So back. Can I roll for that?
Yes.
Oh. So close to a 20, man.
No, that's plus 7.
7. Will
Yeah.
miss.
Oh,
So yeah, you scream kite and basically see it come out of the mist and attempt to fly by and grab the kobold, but due to the oh shit, Caleb is there, I have to bank, misses basically, and chooses to miss the kobold instead of hitting and flying into you.
Caleb feels a new bond though
Because you didn't hear the whistle at all.
Yeah.
over my own screaming.
Yes.
Yeah, you just said kite and kite came.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's beautiful.
You commanded it.
I will definitely
So yeah,
try
you
that
have a
again.
decent idea, but yeah, that does
Nice.
cost you an action. So you have one more.
yeah.
So
Thing to
you'll
do.
attempt to.
I'm just going to move then towards the sound.
Take a leisurely stroll.
Well, I'm not gonna just run
Yeah,
headlong
'cause-
into God knows what. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna carefully
No,
proceed.
it's
Very
fine.
wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you move half your normal speed, but do so successfully.
Yeah.
So you gain 10 foot then,
Hmm.
Yep.
I guess. Yeah. So you basically.
Otherwise, we might all be running at full speed in completely different directions, and then
That'd be great.
Wait a
yeah.
minute.
Oops.
Muji.
Right. So I almost tripped up. So I guess I'll also learn from that mistake and move my full move, except not my full move because I'll use half of it.
Yeah.
So go slowly, carefully.
In what direction?
In the direction that I heard the scream kite from.
Okay, then give me a seek first.
Yes.
See if you know the direction.
What is a seek?
That's perception.
Cool. It's 21.
21. All right. Yeah, you have a decent idea, but that does cost you an action. So you have 2 actions. So you move.
Yeah,
30
I
foot.
move 25 foot
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
because it's 50. So there you go. 50 for 2 moves.
Was it 50?
He has 25.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he had 30. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
So
it's
then
just us.
25. Okay.
Human.
So yeah, you move 25 feet But yeah, that means you don't really gain on
No,
Caleb yet, because well.
but I know where he is now, so
Yeah.
I'll note it for next turn.
So the kobold now basically gets overtaken by you and sees the one exit basically cut off, and you see and just bounces off to the side and tries to climb up the sheer rock face there in an attempt to live.
I'm
Cool.
gonna kill it.
Get some -2
It doesn't know
on
that.
AC.
Kite is, but
At least I've learned that somewhere. That you're more
So, yeah.
vulnerable during climbing.
probably flat-footed during climbing.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, so she actually starts like climbing, but it's not very, very quick at it. So it only gets like 10 foot up, maybe. So yeah. Then your turn.
I will toss a tanglefoot at it
Yeet.
as it's
Oh.
climbing.
Yes, it is flat-footed
Yeah.
because it's climbing.
Come on, I'm gonna Spider-Man it.
Big
Oh,
money!
Natural 20, which actually matters for tanglefoot.
Does it? It
Yes.
stuns them. Oh, please.
So
tell me
it's
it stuns them.
so success is it's entangled, and it can attempt an acrobatics or athletics check against my spell DC to remove it. And crit per success, and the target is immobile as long as it's entangled, which is a turn.
So it's stuck for its next turn, basically.
Yes,
Completely
Good.
stuck for its next turn.
and then I'm gonna stand underneath it and just watch.
Look at it.
Yeah.
All right, Lily. Keep
Yeah.
trucking along.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna take more effort in doing it like efficiently and not as much as fast. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna use my full speed, but do half,
yeah. So that's
which is
what's your normal move?
my normal move is 30.
30. So yeah, you now move 45 foot.
So fast in all that armor.
So yeah, you now carefully step through the terrain, make sure to plant your feet, and yeah, you get closer, but you don't see Caleb.
Okay.
Yet, because you by now moved like 50, 60 foot, but he was quite a bit away.
No, I moved 90 foot because I moved 40 last turn.
Oh, okay.
45
Yeah,
now.
okay. But still, he then ran another axe to
Yeah,
the
no.
side.
Can I hear any familiar voices or screams or squawking or?
Yeah, well, you can see Muji ahead of you slightly.
Is he still going?
Yeah, he has
Forward?
veered off towards the right a bit.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you would then follow. So
Yeah.
So he's still ahead of you. You do hear Kite in the this. Yeah, you're not. Or wait, Tanglefoot also is cast, or is it
Yeah.
the item
No, it's a spell.
spell? Yeah. So you heard Caleb cast
Okay,
a spell.
So I'm gonna keep that as my
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
my direction.
Turn.
Caleb, what's going on over there? And I'm going to hold on to see if I get a response before I command Guy to do anything. So I'm readying that action.
Can I react as a reaction?
That would make a lot of sense if you could.
I believe that actually.
It's a
but-
free
Sure.
action to talk.
But
sure.
it costs a reaction though, so if
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
one, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
got him.
Okay, then I'm just call him to
Disengage
return,
kill command.
I didn't have time for an essay, so
Yeah.
Instant activate instant
Yep.
kill mode.
Muji.
Do I hear this
Yes.
transaction of information?
Yes. You
Cool.
hear the transaction of information.
I'll put the stick back and then more slowly again make my way towards the place that I just heard Caleb from. I still know what it is, sort of, I think. So
Yeah. All right. So yeah, the kobold is trying to climb, but it's like stuck, and it just looks down basically into your face because it's like you're almost up to it because you're like I don't know 6 foot tall probably.
yeah.
So and it just looks, and you can see it basically quake, like it seems terrified, and is struggling to get out. But yeah, it's definitely
Well, it can struggle to get out.
Yeah, but okay. What's the DC then?
16.
Fails.
Cool. Proper terrified.
Proper terrified. So yeah, it's struggling to get out, but and quaking, but it doesn't find enough purchase here to actually drag itself free. So then it's your turn.
I just stretch out my arms and said, no, never meant to harm you. And then I'm debating if I'm gonna toss another yeah, I'm gonna toss another tanglefoot at it.
Wow.
I don't want it to run away.
Hurt you.
Yeah.
It's
Toss
not
it
hurting
out
it, it's just sticky stuff.
Just making sure that you don't leave so I can kill
Okay,
you
I missed.
later.
No, never meant to you.
Miss.
And just
You
next to
didn't
it
see
against the wall.
that, yeah.
He's like. It's proper terrified.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I'm just standing there like, come to me.
Come to top.
Can't. It's stuck.
No, it's not.
He can let go.
Well, yeah, not anymore now.
Nope.
Basically. Yeah. You give me a
Diplomacy? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
that's still
good.
pretty good. That's a non-natural 20.
Oh no.
It ponders
Yeah.
for a bit because, well, it can't understand what you're saying, but you know, it's trying
Hands
to.
to gestures.
Yes, tries to get it from the gestures and thinks about what your actions were so far. It's like, and you can see her stopping to climb is like just, but not like, well, friend.
No, that makes sense.
But
No.
but it's stopped running.
Okay, cool.
And also, Guide, stop attacking! Because I think Guide's still following my command, so.
Of course,
Yeah.
yes. And Kite does not attack.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Wow.
Perfect.
Incredible.
Animal mastery.
Yeah, you should
So
take
yeah,
that.
this well, basically the rest of you can now walk up because the creature just stops moving. Basically, it's gauging the situation and, well, would try to flee again if anyone attacked it. But for now, it's like, well, I'm shit out of luck because he got me. So yeah, you all move up and basically see Caleb standing beneath a kobold hanging from the wall, going, shaking and.
So I just stretch out one arm now, try and like gesture her to come down. Seeing if she I'm just gonna keep that up for a while.
Give me a perform check.
Yeah. We're like standing at a slight distance, and I'm like, what
Wow.
is he doing?
23.
So yeah, you basically gesture like, climb down, it'll be okay.
Yeah, basically.
So it's look and it's slowly.
I'll take my rapier and just put it on the ground. I don't need it anyway, so
No.
climbs down.
it's fine.
Yeah, like it's not gonna grab a blade and then suddenly defeat all of you.
Yeah.
It is actually a monk. He will now kill you.
No, then will long punched or
Yeah.
kicked, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gets down to the floor and basically just looks up at you, very meekly.
So I say, Caleb. Right. Yeah. And I just try speaking in Elven, like if there's any sort of. But I know it's not. And I just, Fern.
So yeah, I move up.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So you all basically get to that point and see Caleb attempting to communicate with this creature.
Yeah.
Caleb,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well.
Exactly.
Well, this one doesn't actually attack. It just, well, she bit me, but she's just trying to run. I think maybe she knows something, but
Can you give me a nature check to see if you know?
I'm
if you
untrained,
know
so-
if it's a she. Well, then you have no clue it's a she.
okay.
Oh,
then-
yeah.
Then it.
Besides me,
Yeah.
you
okay.
know.
Mm,
So it.
Yeah, or they, but you know. No,
It.
it's an animal.
Yeah.
True.
well, it looks proper scared.
Well, yeah. We were chasing her. Them.
Mm,
Okay, this actually makes sense.
Well, so now what?
I was hoping. I got it to come down. It was trying to climb up. I was hoping you would know what to do next.
You're out of luck.
Well, hold on. This is a little bit of a pickle. Yes. Because I mean, we can't really just slit his throat now, can we?
I was like slowly pulling out the stand and putting it back again.
Oh, no.
What we can do maybe is, I mean, there's no way we can talk to it. It's look at the thing.
Can we? So far, I think it understood that I wasn't going to kill it.
Well,
and it
if you
came
would
down.
have, it would have already done it.
Yeah, but can't we? Like, we can kill it later. That's fine. But
I think if we all move at the same time, we'll die because of a heart attack.
probably.
You see it quake, and just like with you talking and voices getting slightly louder, you just see it go. Oh shit! And indeed, it definitely noticed you going,
and then putting it back.
It's like,
no, it's fine.
and then it also looked at the sword on the ground, like, will I need that?
I have one idea, maybe. But it might take a bit of time.
You're going to train him. Might
Animal
take
companion.
2 weeks. Yeah. No.
I don't think we have that much time there, Moji, but
No.
I've been thinking and working a little bit on some things, and if I remember correctly, there's some plants. If you boil it, you can make like a paint, like a dye. Maybe use it to track it after it thinks we've let it go, and maybe follow it home to where it lives.
Yes.
Does it have any items on it? Or
Don't think so.
Give me a
It
perception check.
But yeah.
4.
No, it just appears to be wearing like quite tethered rags, basically.
Well, it was going to run into this cave.
Well,
Cave?
Entrance, exit,
It-
right?
it-
Something, right?
It's a gorge, like it's steep walls on both sides, but it's not covered. So
Well, it was going to
Or
run this way.
ravine. What do you call that?
Yes, but maybe it's because we were coming from the other way.
Maybe.
Well, maybe we should
How-
just indeed follow it. Just let it go.
Oh
and
no!
track
Wait!
it.
Not yet. Is there like sand here anywhere, or like a small patch of dirt or something that I could scribble on, or maybe just a
Scribble.
small rock that I could use as chalk?
Give me a perception check.
10.
10. Well, there's lots and lots of small rocks. You basically looking for one that looks a bit whitish. Yeah, you can find something, and well, the rock face next to you is clean enough that probably you could scratch into it or leave a mark on it at least.
All right. So I point at the kobold, like, I just start drawing on it, and I'm gonna try and draw a kobold, ish, and then I just try and convey the message. This is you, yes.
It goes, and you see like the tongue basically just flip out for a bit, and then you see like the tail go like bob up and down like.
This is the
No, that's good enough.
200 IQ coming into play.
And,
that
and,
Kobolds
then,
have.
and then I draw a whole bunch more, and I draw like a cave over on top of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I say, and then I point at it, and I'm like, very basic communication.
Very basic communication. Roll
In the
me a
meantime,
diplomacy.
That's sick.
In the meantime, I put down my shield and I'm sitting on a
Pull
rock.
that
like-
off.
Just
23.
23. Okay. It's still looking at all of you and all the weapons you're carrying. And basically you're going, where are all your friends?
Yeah, basically.
And it goes,
So if I see it hesitating,
yeah.
and I'll point at it again and say,
You walk there or die.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
basically what you're pointing
Or
at.
you walk
Well-
there and you will die.
Well, yeah, no. Like, if you do it, you get to walk away happy.
And then
Don't.
die afterwards.
Okay, at this point, I'll go sit on a rock, take out my hatchet and my whetstone.
And sharpen it.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
So yeah, it looks at you basically gesturing, do it or die.
Yeah.
Looking at you sitting there and going,
I flex my muscles menacingly.
give me both of you give me intimidation.
Intimidation.
Intimidation, alright.
Step 1 is making sure it understands.
Step 2 is saying
Oh.
or else.
Yeah.
No, I only have diplomacy. It's fine though. It's okay.
That's an 8.
13. Helps that I am muscular.
All right.
Yeah, sound on, I think.
You see it ponder and look at the scene before it. And
He's probably
basically you see the tail bob again, and you see starting to like slowly take a step towards the gorge, basically, and then looks if you
We
do
don't-
anything
we
about
don't
it.
do shit.
Yeah, so I just do this.
So yeah,
Mm.
she walks to the edge and looks back at you.
Yeah, I mean, it's awkward because at some point she'll see me picking up my rapier and then just
It
Following.
backs
Well,
up.
because
Yeah.
of the rocks we're standing on. Are they like different sizes or like
yeah.
pebbles or?
Yeah, there's like bigger pieces, but there's also small, like the same that you've been running over, basically. So it's
I want to pick up like a normal stone and just like hold it.
well, that will come in handy for the next bit where it just looks
yeah,
and
I
starts
don't-
booking it and screaming, basically.
tanglefoot.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, I also throw the rock then.
Give me ranged attacks.
I throw my fist. Oh wait.
Which is just
So, do we do this in order so maybe it doesn't die, or
No, well,
Yeah,
no,
like-
because you're all three doing it at the same time. You're
Yeah.
all ready for it, and then
Maybe it was just running home. Why did we need to immediately kill it?
it's just plus dex, right?
yeah.
I whiff?
God
Hmm?
damn it.
Oh no.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Yours was
11.
11, and yours?
Non-natural 20.
Well, your axe will or your hatchet will hit.
That's within, I'm not sure how far away it is from me, but...
Like 20 foot.
okay, that's within
When
the
it
first
starts
range
running,
increment,
basically.
so that's
When
will
it
be-
starts running, it's like 20 foot, and you're basically waiting for it to do this. So yeah.
let's say it is an 18 then.
Okay. It'll still hit.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
It's not wearing armor.
It's 4 damage.
4 damage. Yeah. So it goes down. Within like 10 foot after starting to run and scream, it just goes down screaming because, well, there's a hatchet in its back, and it just goes down and doesn't move and doesn't get up.
Well, we gave it a shot.
Well, that alerted anyone else around here.
I'm sorry, I reflex.
No, it's fine.
I'm a bit confused on the plan we had there, but
Oh, we were going to. It was going to lead us to the rest.
and then it
Yeah, or not.
and then we didn't chase it, and then we killed it. That's
Well,
perfectly
I mean, the
logical.
killing wasn't part of the plan.
You threw a hatchet at it. Well, you didn't, but
No.
you know what's done is done.
It would have alerted the other kobolds if it got away.
Oh,
Was
exactly.
it running towards the cave?
Well,
Grove?
it got to the entrance of that
Yep.
part, looked back,
Yeah.
and then booked it. So yes, it went in there.
I'm gonna quickly check on it if it's actually dead or just playing dead.
No, it's
It's
like the hatchet goes in one side, also touches the rocks on the other side.
Yeah, okay.
It's
I'll take it out and just give it back
Yeah.
to you.
I'm gonna need a mini break now. So
Alright.
Fun.
Yeah, let's just do a 15-minute break or something.
Yeah. So we'll back in 10-15 minutes, everybody. So be back in a bit.
That's good.